I'm Sean Bohrman. I'm co-founder of Burger Records, the store, which I started with my friend Brian, and Burger Records, the label, which I started with my friend Lee. And over the 10 years that we've been a label, we've grown into a cultural movement and done things and gone places that I never thought that we'd ever go. When we first started making cassettes, nobody was making cassettes of records that were coming out at the time, so we said, why not us? And then we did it. And other people started coming at us to do their cassettes, and before we knew it, we were behind this cassette movement that was happening, and it was gotten our foot in the door to a lot of places and allowed us to do a lot of crazy stuff with bands like Weezer and Green Day and bigger bands with no contracts, just handshake deals and stuff, because other labels didn't see tapes as competitive. It was just like a bonus, you know, and we get out to a lot of people through social media, so that's been really big in what we do and how we get out to people. Yeah, right now we have Vagabond Fest coming up, which is happening in Garden Grove. It's not a burger fest, but we have a bunch of bands playing or presenting. We'll be at Growlers Festival this weekend, selling merch and DJing. And I'm headed to Perth, Australia next week for WhamCon, which is a music festival. Part of what we do is the last 3 or 4 years we've been being flown all around the world speaking at conventions and stuff about Burger Records. Last month went to Germany and went to Colombia. And next month headed to Perth, Australia, and then headed to Bali for a week to DJ out there. Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah. I never thought I'd get to travel and stuff, but I've been all over the world, which is cool. And don't have to pay for anything because we have no money, so everybody flies it. It's paid for wherever we go. Yep, we started here 8 years ago, a little over 8 years ago now. And we grew up off of State College, so this is like our home turf, and that's why we felt comfortable doing it here. And it worked out really well. Rent is cheap, and that was the beginning of our label. We put out our band's single, Too Easy to Love You, and that was the first release. And once we did it for ourselves, we were like, oh, why can't we do it for other bands? So we started doing it for other bands, and really we're really tireless workers and workaholics, and all we do is work on burgers. And all we do is invest our money back in burger. We don't live extravagant lifestyles or anything. So that's how we're able to do what we do and grow. And when we go out and see bands play and stuff, it's usually local bands. So and there's a lot of history, and we grew up right off this street right here. So. It feels good to discover bands locally and release them and see them accepted worldwide. So a lot of our bands come from here, but I also like putting out bands from different countries, and we put out bands from everywhere pretty much.